Kardashian's a witch and you cannot tell me otherwise. I'm gonna block.
What is this?
It's Marilyn's hair.
Clone her.
That's awesome.
Oh my god, I'm literally going to do some crazy voodoo shit.
Speaking of witches in the church,
Kim Kardashian practices witchcraft. Now,
So wisdom enhances your spirituality.
When I checked the bank, it showed money.
Once in a very long while, a truly remarkable product comes our way that challenges what we think and can dramatically improve our lives. Hello, I'm Kris Jenner.
Did Tituba teach the girls at Salem their magic?
Do something with it.
It's just money coming to me easily. Money coming in and needing me. Money coming in repeatedly. Money coming, it's just money coming. It's just money coming to me frequently. Money coming in to be with me.
My body makes me like a shapeshifter. I can squeeze into anything. But no one trusted us for years. It would never.
Did she say what I thought she
And
said?
then once I would get to Paris and try on the sample, it would be like, oh wait, she actually fits in our stuff. So I don't know how to convince the guy that owns the original Maryland dress that I'm a shapeshifter. This has stretched the original.
She said it again.
did you know Kim Kardashian practices witchcraft? Now, most people will know about Kim Kardashian from Keeping Up with the Kardashians, but there's actually a really dark side to her. Check this out.
Okay, this is either really cool or a little strange, but that's who you're doing business with, right? So,
What is this?
it's Marilyn's hair.
Clone her.
That's awesome.
Oh my god, I'm literally going to do some crazy voodoo shit that I learned in one week. And I channel her. This is so special to me. Thank you so much. This is so cool. So cool.
Good vibes.
Wow. This is sleeping with me every night.
Most people don't actually know that voodoo and witchcraft and demonic things are an abomination to the Lord, and they'll actually open you up to demons entering your life. If you're not about to open yourself up to demons, then type Jesus is King in the comments.
Hey y'all, welcome back to All Things Jenny. I'm Jenny. So let's talk about the Kris Jenner Kardashian girls and why people believe that they might be witches. And a lot of people think that Kris Jenner as momager is able to like get through all the doors and get all the opportunities for her girls. But have you also noticed that they will get the opportunities but they don't know how to keep the opportunities? Because when the candle is working for you, when the ancestors and people in the spiritual realm or your guardian angels or the candle that you lit is working for you, you're going to get through the door. But can you stay in the door? Can you stay? That's the issue, and that is the reason why those girls are always dealing with like lawsuits and all that stuff, because they'll get through the door. The candle's gonna get them through the door. But if your talent cannot keep you there, that's the problem. And today we're going to cover the fact that the Kardashians have been using candles and crystals allegedly. I have to say allegedly because they are so happy and I'm not here for it. So allegedly those girls are
humiliation rituals.
Yes. And sometimes they don't even get in. So a lot of these stars, a lot of these celebrities that want to get to, you know, the higher level, the A-list or whatever, they come to them to get in. And they're like, I don't want you. They pick and choose. Whoever could be the better puppet is who can get in. And yes, they be sacrificing family. They be doing a whole fucking lot. Absolutely. But it's way more than that. And to get out of the contract, you see these humiliation rituals and things like that. You gotta do a lot to get out of that shit. But you're gonna get what you want and answer them.
Why I think the Kardashians are witches part 2. Shout out to this commenter on my last video. And this took me a minute to find because I've never watched Keeping Up with the Kardashians. But now I'm invested because I think it's fascinating.
Guess what I heard? Do you guys know what freezing is? No. It's like a form of witchcraft. And I heard some people around us are doing it. You write down names and you like put them in the freezer and you like freeze them. It's like doing voodoo to you. It's like a form to like freeze them so they're stuck in a place of like torment because like whatever. I'm like, why would anybody do that? Don't freeze me. I'll freeze you back. That's so rude. No voodoo can tear us down. Just so Michael Jackson used to always say. Really? Maybe I'm reincarnated Michael Jackson.
Family believes in the Kardashian curse.
What I don't like about the narrative is that the blame is on us. Like, I think that they need to put
the men need to take that responsibility.
You also have 2 NBA championships, a Super Bowl. What else? I mean, all these things that
of course, factually,
you can go down the factual successes of all the men.
Scott, do you feel like you have a Kardashian curse?
So lately I've been seeing a lot of posts talking about Bad Bunny and Kendall Jenner. And when I look at the comments, I see people saying things like, oh my gosh, the Kardashian curse. And that got me thinking, doesn't the Kardashian curse only apply to the Kardashian sisters? Because the ancestor that did the ritual in the first place came from Robert Kardashian's lineage. Robert Kardashian then marries Kris. Then they have the 3 Kardashian sisters and Robert Jr. They get divorced. Kris then marries Caitlyn Jenner. Then they have Kendall and Kylie Jenner. So technically, they're not related to Robert Kardashian by blood. So in my opinion, the curse wouldn't apply to them. I do believe though that Kris Jenner has done things in the spiritual realm spiritually to help the Jenner sisters advance as well. For those that didn't know, Kris Jenner used to sell spiritual candles. It was claimed that these candles can help you tap into universal energies that can help you overcome the most hopeless of situations. She sold candles that attract love, that help you attract wealth, etc. With that being said, I do believe she dabbles in spell work, magic, rituals, whatever you want to call it. But like I said, I don't think the Kardashian curse applies to the Jenners.
This is the real reason why Kim Kardashian and her family are famous.
There's a conspiracy that in the 1800s, an ancestor of the Kardashians sacrificed her soul to 4 witches so that all the women in her bloodline would always have fame, success, and beauty. But on the flip side, every man in their lives would suffer because of this. Kylie literally said it herself.
Every male figure that comes and dates the Kardashian, their life kind of just goes downhill after that.
Rob Kardashian going from model/actor to having severe depression and not being able to leave his house. Scott Disick, a very successful businessman, to struggling with alcoholism and depression. Lamar Odom, successful NBA player, to dealing with addictions and overdoses. Travis Scott, one of the most successful artists in the world, has the most disastrous concert in the world, hasn't released an album in years, and has many lawsuits against him. Bruce Jenner, who transitions to Caitlyn and gets ostracized by her whole community. And then we have Kanye, and I think we all know about Kanye.
Kardashian's a witch and you cannot tell me otherwise. I'm gonna block her bosoms because they're just too much for the internet. But Kim Kardashian is facing backlash for wearing Princess Diana's $200,000 cross necklace for the first time. So like, Kim Kardashian is the first person to wear this necklace ever since Princess Diana. Someone said, what is her thing with buying accessories worn by deceased celebrities? It got me thinking, is Kim Kardashian dabbling in some dark magic? Let's not forget this is the same woman who wore Marilyn Monroe's dress. Same woman who like took a piece of Marilyn Monroe's hair, bought several of Michael Jackson's jackets, another jacket, Michael Jackson's fedora, and Elvis Presley's memorabilia. Like, what is happening? This woman is clearly dabbling in some dark magic, black magic, voodoo shit. It probably makes the most sense of how someone who was like, you know, a corn star turned into a multi-billionaire. Like, it's the magic, guys.
The Kardashians are out here energy harvesting from other celebrities who have passed on, and just like other celebrities who also do the same thing, they're not the only one. They buy like old celebrities clothes or memorabilia, I think that's what it's called. And
why did you sign up for AmeriCorps?
Because it's iconic, and I love to do iconic shit.
How do you think I look, Saint? Bad? Okay, is Sam there? Hi, Sami. Do you think I look scary?
This is not like some little cameo. This is like a serious role I'm in. That's the one thing that I'm just like insecure about.
Oh my God. Is this what you are all the time?
No, this is me in witch mode.
Did you hear that?
I hear you're a morning person. I am. We got in at like 1 to the hotel, so I had slept just a few hours, but I'm good.
Day live picture.
Day 1 is going amazing. We're just doing all of like the campaign and the promos and the social media and all the stuff that you'll see for all of our promos.
Make it a little higher on your nose. Yeah, start there. And what about the role are you excited about?
I'm excited to play a witch.
Please with clear eye lines. Stand by picture. So Kim will do a 3-second version and then another where it's up and down.
Yes. Perfect.
The first day, it's over. I feel good. I want to get home, do my acting class, rehearse my lines, and be prepared for the next day. Like, I can't embarrass myself.
Speaking of witches in the church, the other day I'm on live and I'm talking about how Kris Jenner owns a church, right? California Community Church. And how most people believe that she only got the church so that she can avoid paying taxes, right? The whole situation is shady. She charges her members, or they charge their members, because she doesn't preach at the church, she just owns it, but they charge the members $1,000 a month on top of a 10%, you know, tithes and offerings, whatever like that, right? So anyway, I always felt like Kris Jenner was a witch, to the point where I've done a video on her, like probably like 2 years ago, and I was talking about how I feel like the whole family is witches and they be doing magic. I ain't had no proof, it was just my thoughts. Well, one of my supporters, shout out to Shari, comments, yeah, and she used to sell candles. I'm like, candles, like Yankee candles? She like, no, like spiritual candles. So I gotta look it up. Lo and behold, Kris Jenner is doing full-out infomercials for spiritual candles. Y'all check this out.
Once in a very long while, a truly remarkable product comes our way that challenges what we think and can dramatically improve our lives. Hello, I'm Kris Jenner. In the next few moments, you're going to discover a product that is so powerful, it can enhance your life forever. And I have it right here. These are wicks of wisdom. And it's the special formulas added to these unique candles that make them so amazing. The powerful effects that they can bring to the people who burn them are truly extraordinary. So open your mind to the possibility of making your dreams and your wishes come true. Skeptical? You don't have to believe. Just watch. We got married and bought
Alright, today we're going to talk about the Kardashians and how they've been associated with witchcraft and dark magic, and how they use that to get famous. So I'm sure everyone knows about the Kardashians and how they literally got famous out of nowhere. And this starts with their great-grandmother, Kekel Kardashian. Kekel is more like their great-great-great-grandmother because this story starts in the 1800s. Kekel was a beautiful girl who faced hardships in life because she had a son at an early age. She approached a clan of witches and said that all she wanted for her future generations was fame, fortune, and beauty. This is because she didn't want her family to face the misery that she did. Now, one of the curse conditions was that any man that a Kardashian dated, if they left the Kardashian side, their life would absolutely go to shit. We've seen this happen with Scott and many other men that the Kardashians have dated. And I mean, we even saw it with Bruce Jenner, who is now Caitlyn Jenner. And if you want more information, just type in Kardashian Witches of Armenia. Share this with a friend and ask them if it makes sense that that's how the Kardashians got famous.
So it's only right to show the spiritual growth of Kim Kardashian in light of the previous video on Kanye's generational curse. One of Kim's major life lessons is that you never let a man keep you small. Spirit gave her a wonderful father who uplifted her intelligence and creativity. But then she grew up and she found herself in her first marriage with a man who physically abused her. This was Spirit knocking on Kim's door. Kim, you never let a man keep you small. And she figured out how to leave that situation and had her father there to help her. But as she moved forward in life, she wouldn't have the safety net of her father, and she needed to continue to learn this lesson and learn it well. Spirit sent her Ray J. Spirit said, this man is exploiting you. What's the lesson? You never let a man keep you small. And she figured out how to flip the script on that man. Spirit said, okay, you're starting to learn, but have you really gotten the lesson? Spirit sends her Reggie Bush. Reggie Bush cheats on her. Spirit said, what's the lesson, Kim? You don't let a man keep you small. You don't let him abuse you. You don't let him exploit you. And you don't let him ignore the boundaries of the relationship that you and him set together. She leaves that relationship. All while this is happening, she's in a push-pull dynamic with a twin flame known as Kanye West. Already did a video on that. Spirit then sends her Kris Humphries. Kris Humphries is a karmic soulmate to her. But Kris Humphries tried to keep her small. No one cares about your career, Kim. No one's going to care about you in 10 years. And at this point, she had already started her journey in becoming. Keeping Up with the Kardashians had several seasons under her belt. She had fragrances, she had products. She was already becoming the Kim Kardashian that she was meant to be. Spirit said, what are you going to do about this, Kim? Are you going to listen to the wisdom of your soul and stay in this marriage? Or are you going to leave because this man is trying to keep you small? And she left. Even though she didn't know she was going to end up with Kanye West, She chose to listen to the wisdom of her soul, even if it came with consequences in her 3D life that allowed her to jump timelines and align with her twin flame, who she had a destiny with. She continued to ascend, and in the previous video, I talked about how Kanye didn't do his spiritual work leading up to this. And then Spirit knocked on her door again to teach her the same lesson. Kim, I understand that this man lifted you up, but now he's trying to keep you small because he hasn't done his work. And Kim was probably thinking to herself, haven't I already learned this lesson? I know not to let a man keep me small. And Spirit said, you have another reason now. You have children who need to learn this lesson through you. She said, bet. And she took it on. She left. And then Spirit said, remember that quirky aspect to your Chris Humphrey soulmate connection? Your consolation prize is, I'm going to give you that.
Kim Kardashian for Halloween wore a reptilian outfit. Many people are saying this is her true form. Maybe she is a reptilian. This looks very realistic. However, reptilians do not exist. There is a region within the human brain that is called the brainstem, which is also known as the reptilian brain. You use this part of the brain when you are in a survival state, fight or flight, eating and breathing. Essentially, this part of the brain does not think. It's always scanning the environment for food, threats, or even reproduction. This aspect of our brain is the lower mind, our animal self. Reptilians do not exist. Reptilians do not rule the world. But the reptilian brain at this moment in time is conquering human consciousness as a collective. Modern society only thinks about reproduction, food, and surviving. We are all stuck in fear and using this part of our brain. Get busy with the Wizzy, with the Book of Wisdom Volume 2.
No, because they're trying to tell us something on this new season of American Horror Story. So let's talk about it. Now, this new season is starring Kim Kardashian and Emma Roberts. And it's really starting off slow, and a lot of people have given up on it, and I understand. But the newest episode that just came out the other day, y'all, it was good. And I feel like it is relatable to a lot of stuff that goes on in Hollywood. Like, I'm talking about, that new episode made me feel a little weird and uneasy the whole time because it was just that creepy. It gave you that old American Horror Story authentic feeling. But no, I was honestly a little scared, and I'm not easily scared when it comes down to TV shows. So this whole time on the show, like I mentioned before, Emma Roberts is the new upcoming actress, and Kim Kardashian is her image. And she's basically the one that is taking her career to the next level. So she's new to this like world of like all these billionaires and super rich people and all that. So her husband's dad is a billionaire, and he is a butthole. And her husband, he's not really mean to her, but he's not into her as he should be. Like, they're just gaslighting her, making her feel like she's crazy and delusional and just seeing things because she's pregnant. Now, let's talk about her husband's ex-wife. So the whole show, they keep talking about this woman named Adeline, but they're not really saying like what really happened with Adeline. So Adeline was her husband's previous wife that passed away, but they never talked about how she passed until this new episode that was specifically talking about Adeline. So just think, you're just now getting into this new circle filled with billionaires and all these like elite people. And everywhere you go, they're just mentioning this Adeline lady. Oh, Adeline was this. Oh, she's that. Like, how would you feel if you were a newlywed and your husband's dad and friends always talking about his ex-wife? Like, and how much they loved her. That's not okay. So boom, it goes on to show this woman in a barn giving birth in like the 12th century, y'all. So this was like centuries ago. This woman is all alone, and she basically was in so much pain giving birth. She had to literally stab herself to get her babies out of her. And they were twins, and they survived. And Adeline was one of those twins, y'all. And this is present day we're talking about now. And her mom gave birth to her in the 12th century. So she's been around forever. And it goes on to show them when they got a little older, it's still the 12th century, them like doing different satanic rituals with their mother. So this one is about like a group of satanic witches. Like, this is not the same witches from Coven. These are like demonic witches that like works for the devil. So basically, like, it's present day now. Adeline is married to Emma Roberts' husband. This is before Emma got in the picture. And she's happy. They're happy. Her husband was in love with her. he wanted to have kids, but she didn't want to have kids. It never said why she didn't want to have kids, but she was just like so like content with not having children. And the husband would get aggravated because he's like, we're married. I'm gonna start a family. But she been told him we're not having kids. We already stated that. So she owns a restaurant. She's a chef. She's just trying to go on about her day-to-day life. So one night after she was closing, she told everybody to leave, and everybody was like, "You want us to stay with you and help you lock up?" She's like, "No, I would like to be by myself at the end of the night to get my head together." So after everyone leaves the restaurant, she goes in this little room in her restaurant where it's like a full-on like satanic setup, like where she prays to the devil and do like different rituals by herself. All right. So when she walks out, her evil twin is there. Like her evil twin, which has been on the show the whole time. And Emma Roberts was thinking it was Adeline, because she looked just like Adeline, but she didn't know that Adeline was a twin. So she thought that something was going on. Like, are they lying to me? Did Adeline really die? Like, she didn't know what was going on. But this whole time, it was her twin. And her twin is like, you need to come back home. You can't, leave what you are. And she's like, no, I left. I don't sing too much. I don't want anything to do with this. And the sister's like, oh, okay. You're gonna see. So basically, everybody that's in her husband's circle is a part of this like a cult of like satanic witches, and all of them are billionaires. The weird nanny, like her weird in-home, like she's not really the nanny, she's like her in-home manager. She's a part of it. Her so-called best friend is a part of it. I think Siobhan is a part of it, which is Kim Kardashian. They haven't showed her, but basically they're these demonic witches, and they're trying to implant these babies in certain people. I don't know if the baby's going to be the Antichrist, because all the seasons haven't came out. I mean, all the episodes haven't came out yet. So it hasn't really, shown what they need the babies with or for. But it is so weird, y'all. So the witches, like, take Adeline and basically kill her and implant this baby in her. And then everything that happened to Adeline is now happening to Emma Roberts. And I think it all has to do with her husband's filthy rich dad. So the dad, it shows him doing these satanic rituals and like having intercourse with the satanic witches. It's really weird. And he's actually seen his dad do it. And his mom actually was trying to like take the dad to court and say that he used to make me perform in satanic rituals and drug me so bad later that I would forget the next day. And he would actually drug the son too, because one time the son caught him having intercourse with one of the devil witches, y'all. It's so crazy. It's a lot. So basically what I got out of the few episodes that is out now is showing us Hollywood. It's showing us what these super rich people have to do to maintain their riches. They have to perform these rituals. They have to pray to Satan. That's what it's showing us on this episode. All these people are like, I'm talking about top actors and producers and filthy rich artists and all, like basically anybody that means something is super rich, and it shows the price they have to pay to maintain it and who they really are. And that is what I got out of this new episode, is that these rich people, they are demonic and they are Satanists. But let me know if y'all watch this season, because it's honestly a lot, and I can make another part because I don't want to make it confusing for y'all, but that's really what the show is about. But let me know what y'all think about this newest episode, because it was genuinely an uneasy episode. And disclaimer, TikTok, I'm just talking about a show, okay? Just a show.
In a stunning twist that has left fans and followers reeling, Kris Jenner has reportedly fled to China amidst shocking allegations made by her daughter, Khloe Kardashian. The claims revolve around child trafficking, a serious and disturbing accusation that has sent shockwaves through the Kardashian family and the entertainment world at large. As the dust settles on this explosive revelation, many are left wondering how it all unfolded and what the future holds for one of Hollywood's most powerful matriarchs. Kris Jenner has long been a central figure in the Kardashian-Jenner empire, known for her business acumen and her role in crafting the family's brand. She has successfully managed the careers of her daughters and turned their lives into a lucrative reality TV franchise. However, the recent allegations have turned her from a beloved momager into a figure of controversy, raising questions not just about her character, but about the very foundation of the family's success. The drama began when Khloe made a series of explosive statements during a recent interview. In a candid moment, she discussed the pressures of fame, her family's dynamics, and the darker sides of their reality. While many expected her to touch on her personal struggles or the challenges of growing up in the spotlight, no one anticipated the shocking allegations she would make against Kris. Khloé claimed that she had uncovered evidence suggesting that Kris had been involved in child trafficking, an assertion that many fans and critics alike found hard to believe. The immediate aftermath of Khloé's claims was chaotic. Social media exploded with reactions, ranging from disbelief to outrage. Fans were quick to defend Kris, pointing to her years of dedication to her family and her philanthropic efforts to help children in need. Yet, others were drawn to the sensational nature of the accusations, hungry for more details and eager to see how the situation would unfold. In an age where information travels fast, the drama quickly became a trending topic with countless articles, videos, and social media posts discussing the implications of Khloé's allegations. As the media frenzy grew, Kris's response to the situation was scrutinized. Rather than addressing the allegations directly, she reportedly made the decision to leave the country, seeking refuge in China. This sudden departure raised eyebrows and fueled speculation. Was she trying to escape the fallout, or did she have legitimate reasons for traveling? Many fans were left feeling confused, wondering if this was a sign of guilt or merely a strategic move to avoid the media storm. In China, Kris was spotted looking composed yet cautious, a stark contrast to the chaos that had erupted back home. The decision to flee has led to further discussions about her state of mind. Was she genuinely concerned for her safety, or was she simply trying to distance herself from the growing controversy? The uncertainty surrounding her actions only intensified the public's interest, turning Kris into an enigmatic figure amid a scandal that no one could have predicted.
So wisdom enhances your spirituality.
When I checked the bank, it showed money.
Once in a very long while, a truly remarkable product comes our way that challenges what we think and can dramatically improve our lives. Hello, I'm Kris Jenner. In the next few moments, you're going to discover a product that is so powerful, it can enhance your life forever. And I have it right here. These are wicks of wisdom. And it's the special formulas added to these unique candles that make them so amazing. The powerful effects that they can bring to the people who burn them are truly extraordinary. So open your mind to the possibility of making your dreams and your wishes come true. Skeptical? You don't have to believe. Just watch.
We got married and bought a house, and things are absolutely wonderful. I found my soulmate.
I had another promotion, making more money, and then finally I got this gigantic promotion, and I thought, oh my God, what is happening here?
Linda Salvin is the nation's leading radio psychic, whose program has been heard all over the world. So now, let's meet Linda Salvin.
Hi, Kris. So good to see you.
Thank you. It's so good to see you too. So Linda, the testimonials are completely amazing.
They are, Kris, and they amaze me every time I receive them. I'm so grateful.
So Linda, what makes Wicks of Wisdom so special? Why can't I just go out and buy a beautiful candle and get the same results?
Well, Kris, these aren't just regular ordinary candles. Each set has a spiritual solution for a specific problem. I've blended my own ingredients that help to create the positive energy that's needed to go out into the universe to solve these issues. And the results, as I have found, are simply amazing.
My life was very confusing at the time. I was going through very many different aspects. I just didn't know the direction that I needed to be going at the time.
I remember when you first called, you were so confused. You were not happy in your marriage. You weren't sure you wanted to stay in that city. Should you buy more property? What are you going to do about education? Everything was up in the air.
It was. I want to thank you for helping me and for opening up the doors of opportunity, for your inspiration, for my path and my health well.
The Kardashian Jenner clans are witches. A witch knows a witch knows a witch. First of all, I'm not a witch, I'm a goddess. Calm down. I use alchemy and I transmute the energy to get what I want in life. That's just what it is. But the Kardashians are indeed witches. Allegedly, there are things that they say and things that is shown on their TV show that proves that they are witches or goddesses, but I like to use witch because a lot of people don't really know how to differentiate the two. But anyhow, They are. These girls are very powerful witches, and if you know the signs and symbols, you can point it out from a mile away. And I've been able to point it out since like the first time when Kris Jenner came out and did the whole infomercial with the whole with the Wicks of Wisdom candles, which a lot of people have referred to, you know, as the candles that they were using for love spells and all that stuff. But I've been knew this since the first day I met these girls. Like the aura was very different, and I was like, yeah, these. I know the other young lady point out the fact that the Kardashian curse only affect the Kardashians, but I believe that Kris Jenner and all of her girls do rituals, use candles, and sing chants and all of that stuff. For one, they do work with that one witchy lady on Hollywood that like paints her hands and all that stuff, and also Maria Abramovich, the other lady. But also these ladies, that is the reason why like they will get opportunities, but it's keeping the opportunity that's the problem. Because once you light a candle for whatever work that you need to do, you will get the work, you will get through the door, but how you stay inside the door is the issue. And that's the reason why a lot of time like they will have all these businesses, but then the business won't go through. Like people think that Kris Jenner has a mouthpiece, like she can talk. No, it's because the candle behind the scene is doing the work for her. In the spiritual world, in the spiritual realm, Dr. Linda Salvin, the owner of Wicks of Wisdom, I know her name because I also use her candle. So y'all know I don't lie to you, okay? Whatever I tell you in my videos are the absolute truth. And her candles actually work. Because what it is really just candles. It's your intentions that you put in the candles, and plus the oils and all that stuff, the herbs and oils. Because it's really just oils and herbs. So people who are trying to demonize like witchcraft, to me, is because you don't really know. You don't have the proper knowledge of what witchcraft really is. There's good witch, bad witch. There's good, bad, up, down, left, right, all of that. So as above, so below, as within, so without is a real thing. And just because like they actually use candles to help propel the work that they're doing. So for example, if you have a business, you get a business candle to bring more customers to your business. You already have a business. This is just propelling people, like helping people to want to come to you. And Miss Linda Salvin basically admitted that the Kardashians did used to work with her. They used all her candles. They first of all used her candle when Kim's tape first released. And I believe that tape was like a humiliation ritual for them to get through the door, and also with them continuing to do candle works and all that. There was one episode, and I talk about this in another video before, where the Kardashians had like crystals and candles in their closet, and they opened the closet and you could see it. But if you're not someone who's paying attention to that, or you don't know anything about it, you're not going to notice. And also let's talk about the fact that Kim Kardashian took Marilyn Monroe's hair and said she's going to do some voodoo stuff. If you don't know how the concept of like using people's hair and voodoo stuff works, you wouldn't know what that means. But they know, because the way she said it is because that information is something that she's been using, because it came out way too smooth out of her mouth. All right. And also people, your hair is your how do you call this? Your hair, your old clothes, your hands, your fingertips, all of those hold your power. It holds your essence. So that is the reason why you have to be careful who you allow to touch your head, who you allow to have a piece of your hair. Even though I tell you guys about these things, I want to educate you so you know what to expect and how to be careful, because just because you don't believe it does not mean it cannot happen to you. Trust me on that, okay? And my thing is, of course, do your own research too, because y'all are adults here. So please do your research. But when she said that she was going to do some real voodoo shit with Marilyn Monroe's hair, it says a lot. And also the fact that she keep rebuying people who have passed on old clothes and everything, which means a lot of time those clothes have not been washed. They have their essence attached to the clothes. You can literally do some crazy stuff to someone with their dirty clothes that has their sweat and everything on it. So I believe a lot of celebrities do energy harvesting by using old and I know a lot of people keep blaming the Kardashians, and I believe those girls are real sirens, men-eating sirens. And my thing is, a lot of people are blaming the Kardashians for the downfall of men. I think those men sign a contract with them so they can help make them more famous, and in return they get what they need out of those men. And I think that they do harvest their energy, and I do think that they do suck all their energy out after they're done with them, and they discard them just like they do the Kanye West. Look at Kanye West. I mean, he was so big And all of a sudden now this man, no one actually believed what he's saying. He literally looked like a shell of himself. What's his name? Travis, the black guy, Travis, whatever. This man could never look into the camera when he's with Kylie Jenner. Like, this man will always look on the floor. And what's his name? The other black guy who used to play basketball that was with Chloe, Lamar. He is